Hey guys, so today Midnight and I are here to talk to you about a new art concept called value. So value is one of our 7 elements of art, just like space, and also just like space, it is used in art to make two-dimensional stuff look like it's in the 3rd dimension. So what is value, you may ask? I do not mean how much something costs or how much something's value is, but what I do mean by value is how light or how dark a color is. So first I'm going to show you what a value scale is and how to make a value scale, and then I'm going to show you how to use value in your artwork to, again, make stuff look realistic and make two-dimensional stuff look like it's in the 3rd dimension. Alright, so here we go. Midnight. You ready? Yeah. Okay. So first we want to start with a value scale. So again, value is how light or dark a color is. So first, I'm going to start with just a plain color. Now, a plain color, like blue or red or purple or whatever color that you're using, is called a hue. Alright, so we're just going to take a little bit of blue. Oops, that's a lot of blue. And I'm going to take a paintbrush, and I'm going to put this right in the middle of my paper here, and just paint it in a square. Okay, so there are 2 sides to your value scale. So there's going to be a light side and there's going to be a dark side. Now, the light side are called your tints and the dark side are called your shades or your shadows. So we're going to start with the light side. So we need to make a color or make a value lighter, we need to mix it with white. So I'm just going to pour a little bit of white onto one side of my palette. Okay. So here I just want this to be a little lighter, so I'm going to take some white and I'm going to take some blue and I'm going to mix those up together to make a bit of a lighter blue. So now I have a lighter blue, as you can see there. And I'm going to paint this next to my blue hue, which is just my regular blue. Ooh, let's blend them together and make it crazy. Okay, so then I want to make one more light value to add to my scale. So to do that, I'm just going to take a little bit more white and mix that in with the blue, and I can take as much white as I want to make it as light as I want. Let's get a nice baby blue going. Once again, just paint this on one side. Now your values can keep going lighter and lighter and lighter so much as you are adding more and more white to it each time. Whee! Alright, so now I want to make the darker side of my scale, which again is called a shade or a shadow. For this, what you want to do is you want to do the complete opposite of what you did to make your tints, which is you want to mix your hue, which is just the plain blue, with black instead of with white. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put some black on the other side of my palette. Try not to pour as much. Then I'm going to take my blue and I'm just going to mix it with a little bit of black to make it darker. Now, black is a really overpowering color when it comes to paint mixing, so you don't need to add too much. As you can see, it got super dark super quickly, so I'm just going to add this to this side, and you can't really tell from here, but it isn't quite black, it's more like a navy blue. Hold it a little closer so you can see that navy blue in there. And then for my last shade, I'm just going to mix more black into that mixture I just created and add it to the very end of my scale. Okay, so with this, you may be wondering, why is this relevant? Why do I need a value scale? Why do I need darker shades of a color? And why do I need lighter shades of a color? So when you are painting or drawing or doing any of that stuff, adding light and shadow to your drawings and shading and adding value to your drawings makes them look more realistic, because we have light and shadow in everything in real life. So in order for that shadow and that light to bounce off of us to make us look like we're in the third dimension, we must have a full value scale in our paintings. Okay, so now I'm going to show you how to apply this value scale to something really simple like a sphere. So we can just shade a sphere and add light and value and shadow to a sphere to make it look realistic and make it look like it's in the third dimension. So I'm going to put this value scale to the side, but I am going to use that to help me paint a blue sphere. So here we go. I'm going to start out with just a circle. Now the difference between a circle and a sphere is that a circle is flat and a sphere is three-dimensional. Now we know from talking about space what's in the second dimension and what's in the third dimension. Now I'm going to paint this sphere in just using the U, which is just the plain blue.
into a sphere just by adding value, just by adding